Your $2,400 Social Security payment may arrive as soon as tomorrow, but not everyone qualifies automatically. In the next moments, we'll explain who's getting it, why timing matters right now, and what to double-check today. If this helps, tap like. If you've seen the title and felt a mix of relief and caution, you're not alone. Anytime a specific dollar amount like a $2,400 Social Security payment is mentioned, it matters, especially for retirees and SSI recipients who plan their entire month around when and how much arrives. Timing is everything with Social Security, and understanding what's actually happening can help you avoid confusion, missed deposits, or unnecessary worry. Here's the reality. The Social Security Administration does not send random surprise payments. Every deposit follows a strict schedule based on your benefit type, birth date, and whether you receive SSI, SSDI, or retirement benefits. When larger amounts like $2,400 appear, they're usually the result of specific verified reasons such as retroactive adjustments, delayed payments being corrected, combined benefit months, or changes that were already approved by the SSA. For some people, those funds are scheduled to arrive now, while for others, nothing has changed at all. That's why this topic matters so much right now. Misinformation spreads fast, and many seniors end up checking their bank accounts repeatedly or calling SSA offices unnecessarily. In this video, we're slowing everything down and walking through the facts. You'll learn who could realistically see a payment around this amount, how to confirm whether a deposit is truly scheduled for you, and what steps to take if your payment doesn't arrive when expected. Let's take a deep breath and slow this down together, because when a title mentions a $2,400 Social Security payment arriving tomorrow, the most important thing seniors and retirees need is clarity, not noise. Social Security is predictable by design, and once you understand how the system actually works, everything starts to make sense. First, it's critical to understand that the Social Security Administration does not issue surprise or bonus payments. Every dollar paid out is tied to an existing benefit, an adjustment that was already approved, or a correction the SSA is legally required to make. So when someone sees or hears about a payment around $2,400, it doesn't mean the rules suddenly changed overnight. It means there's a specific explanation behind it. For many retirees, a payment in this range can happen when multiple months are deposited together. This often occurs when someone was approved for benefits retroactively. For example, if you applied for Social Security Retirement or SSDI, and your claim took several months to process, the SSA may owe you back pay for those months. Instead of sending several smaller deposits, they often issue a single combined payment. That combined amount can easily land around $2,400 or even more, depending on your monthly benefit. Another common situation involves corrected or delayed payments. Sometimes a deposit is postponed due to banking issues, identity verification, or administrative processing. When that happens, the SSA does not cancel the payment. It simply reschedules it. When the funds are released, you may receive more than your usual monthly amount because it includes what you were already owed. For seniors living on fixed incomes, this can feel unexpected if you weren't aware a correction was in progress. Cost of living adjustments also play a role, though they do not appear randomly. When COLA increases are applied, they are built into your monthly benefit going forward. However, if there was a delay in applying that increase, the SSA may issue a retroactive adjustment to make up the difference. That adjustment is paid as a lump sum, not as a permanent extra payment, and for some beneficiaries, it can bring the total deposit close to that $2,400 figure. Now let's talk about timing, because arrives tomorrow depends entirely on your benefit category. Social Security Retirement and SSDI payments follow a strict Wednesday schedule based on your date of birth, while SSI payments are usually sent on the first of the month unless that date falls on a weekend or holiday. When the SSA announces or processes an adjustment, they align it with that existing schedule. So if your normal deposit date happens to fall tomorrow, that's when an approved payment would arrive. This is why checking your personal SSA records matters more than any headline. The safest and most reliable way to confirm whether a payment is scheduled is by logging into your official My Social Security account. There, you can see pending payments, recent deposits, and any notices explaining changes to your benefit. If a payment is coming, it will already be documented. If it's not listed there, it's not officially scheduled. It's also important to understand who is not affected. If your benefits have been consistent, your information is up to date, and there are no pending adjustments on your account, your payment amount and timing remain unchanged. Social Security does not increase or issue lump sums without a clear, documented reason tied to your record. Unfortunately, a lot of confusion comes from online rumors that blend real SSA policies with exaggerated claims. That's why we focus only on verified information here. The SSA communicates changes through mailed notices, online account updates, and official statements, not through social media posts or viral videos. If this explanation is helping you feel more at ease, take a second to like the video. It helps more seniors find clear, accurate information instead of misinformation, and it lets us keep bringing you updates you can trust. Let's walk through a realistic example. Imagine a retiree who was approved for benefits in November, but due to processing delays, their first payment didn't arrive until January. The SSA still owes them for November and December. Instead of sending 3 separate payments, the agency may issue one deposit covering all 3 months. If their monthly benefit is around $800, that single payment would be approximately $2,400. Nothing extra was added. It's simply money that was already owed. Another scenario involves someone who recently updated their banking information or resolved a verification issue. During that time, payments may have been temporarily held. Once resolved, the SSA releases the funds in one deposit. Again, the amount may look larger than usual, but it's not a bonus, it's a correction. If you believe you should have received a payment and it didn't arrive, the SSA advises waiting at least 3 business days after your scheduled date before taking action. Many delays resolve automatically due to banking processing times. If the payment still doesn't show, the next step is to contact the SSA directly using the number listed on their official website or through your online account. One thing that's especially important to avoid is reacting emotionally to headlines. Scammers rely on urgency and confusion, often impersonating SSA representatives and claiming you must confirm information to receive a payment. The real Social Security Administration will never threaten you, demand immediate action, or ask for sensitive information through unsolicited calls or messages. If you're finding this information useful so far, consider subscribing to the channel. We focus on clear explanations, real SSA rules, and practical guidance designed specifically for retirees and SSI recipients. At the end of the day, Social Security is steady and rules-based. A $2,400 payment doesn't mean something new or unexpected is happening system-wide. It means something specific is happening on someone's individual account. The key is knowing how to verify it and understanding why it occurs. Before we continue, let me ask you this. Have you ever received a Social Security payment that was larger than usual and weren't sure why? If so, share your experience in the comments. Your story may help another viewer feel less confused or anxious. As we move forward in this video, we'll continue breaking down exactly how to read SSA payment notices, what language to look for when an adjustment is approved, and how to protect yourself from misinformation. The goal here is simple: confidence. When you understand how Social Security really works, headlines lose their power, and you stay in control of your financial peace of mind. Now let's go a little deeper, because understanding the language the Social Security Administration uses can make a huge difference in how confident you feel about your payments. When the SSA issues an adjustment or a combined payment, they always document it. That documentation may come as a mailed notice, a digital message inside your My Social Security account, or both. These notices are not always written in plain language, and that's where a lot of confusion begins. If you ever see words like retroactive payment, past due benefits, or adjustment, that is your signal that the payment amount may be larger than your normal monthly benefit. Retroactive simply means money owed for a past period that has now been approved. Past due benefits are most common for new retirees, SSDI recipients, or SSI applicants whose claims took time to process. An adjustment usually means the SSA corrected something, such as an underpayment, a delayed COLA increase, or a temporary withholding that has now been resolved. For seniors living on fixed incomes, these payments can feel overwhelming, not because the money isn't welcome, but because unexpected changes raise concerns. People worry whether the payment is a mistake, whether it will be taken back, or whether it affects taxes or eligibility for other assistance. According to official SSA guidance, if a payment is issued and documented in your record, it is not a mistake. The SSA does not send funds without confirming entitlement first. One of the most common fears retirees have is whether receiving a larger payment will reduce future benefits. The answer, according to SSA rules, is no. A retroactive or corrected payment does not lower your ongoing monthly benefit. Your regular payment amount continues exactly as scheduled. The lump sum is simply catching you up to where you were supposed to be all along. Another concern many viewers raise is taxes. Social Security benefits may be partially taxable depending on your total income, but the timing of the payment does not change how the SSA reports it. The SSA reports benefits based on when they are paid, not when they were earned. This is why some people receive a higher total benefit amount on their annual SSA 1099 form during years when back pay or adjustments were issued. It's not a penalty, it's just how reporting works. For personal tax advice, the SSA recommends consulting a qualified tax professional, but the key takeaway is that the payment itself is legitimate and accounted for. Let's also talk about SSI specifically, because SSI operates a little differently from retirement and SSDI benefits. SSI payments are needs-based and typically smaller, but adjustments can still occur. If SSI eligibility was approved retroactively, or if a payment was temporarily withheld due to verification requirements, the SSA may issue a lump sum once everything is resolved. In some cases, SSI back pay is released in installments rather than one payment, depending on the amount and individual circumstances. Again, this is all governed by SSA policy, not guesswork. Now, if you're watching this and thinking, I've never received a notice, but I heard others are getting $2,400, that's an important distinction. Social Security does not roll out lump sum payments to everyone at once. These situations are individual, not universal. Two people can receive benefits for the same reason and have completely different payment outcomes depending on timing, approval dates, and personal records. This is why we always encourage viewers to rely on their own SSA account rather than headlines. If you don't already have a My Social Security account, creating one is free and done directly through the official SSA website. Once logged in, you can view your benefit verification letter, payment history, and any pending changes. It's the clearest window into what's happening with your benefits. If you appreciate having this information explained calmly and clearly, go ahead and tap like. It tells the algorithm that seniors want straightforward answers, and it helps this video reach others who may be feeling uncertain right now. Another point worth addressing is what happens if you believe a payment is missing. According to the SSA, payments are considered late only after 3 business days have passed from the scheduled date. Weekends and holidays do not count as business days. Many deposits arrive early in the morning or later in the day depending on your bank. Acting too quickly can cause unnecessary stress. The SSA's own guidance is to wait, verify, and then contact them if needed. When contacting the SSA, always use official phone numbers or your online account. Never respond to unsolicited calls, emails, or messages claiming to be from Social Security. The SSA will not ask for your full Social Security number, banking details, or immediate payment to release funds. Any message that creates panic or urgency is a red flag. Let's pause here for a moment. If you've made it this far, you're clearly someone who wants accurate information, not rumors. Consider subscribing so you don't miss future updates that explain Social Security changes in plain, understandable terms, especially as policies and schedules continue to matter more than ever for retirees. As we move toward wrapping this up, the most important thing to remember is this. A $2,400 Social Security payment does not come out of nowhere. It is always tied to something specific that already exists in SSA records. Whether it's back pay, a corrected deposit, or an adjustment that finally cleared processing, the system is doing what it's designed to do: pay people what they're legally owed. If tomorrow comes and your payment arrives, you'll know exactly why. And if it doesn't, you'll know how to verify your status without fear or confusion. That sense of control is what really matters. Before we end, I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever received a Social Security payment that surprised you at first but made sense once you looked into it? Share your experience in the comments. It helps build a community where seniors support one another with real information. As we wrap up, let's bring everything back to what truly matters. A $2,400 Social Security payment doesn't appear by accident, and it doesn't mean the system suddenly changed overnight. When amounts like this show up, they're tied to specific, verified reasons, such as back pay from an approved claim, a delayed deposit being corrected, or an adjustment that was already documented by the Social Security Administration. For some retirees and SSI recipients, that payment may be scheduled to arrive now because it lines up with their normal deposit date. The most important takeaway is this: Social Security follows rules, schedules, and records. If a payment is coming, it will already be reflected in your official SSA account or in a notice sent directly to you. And if nothing has changed on your record, your benefits continue exactly as planned. Understanding that difference helps you avoid unnecessary stress and protects you from misinformation that spreads so easily online. Hopefully, this video has helped you feel more grounded and confident about what to expect and how to check your own information the right way. If it did, take a moment to like the video. It helps other seniors find clear, reliable explanations too. And if you have a question or personal experience with a larger than usual Social Security payment, feel free to share it in the comments. Those conversations really help this community. If you want more calm, fact-based updates that put your peace of mind first, be sure to subscribe. Staying informed is one of the best ways to protect your benefits and your financial confidence moving forward.